Chris Varley with the support and education team at Trade Ideas. We're doing a quick video here on our virtual trading assistant and AI Holly. Let's get right into it, as there's always a lot of information with these to cover. We come up here to our menu bar, click New, and we scroll down here to Premium AI Strategy Trades window. Let's go ahead and click that. You'll get a grid view that looks something similar to what I have here. Holly will make all of her alerts in real time. They'll be timestamped. Time column as shown right here for the entry time. We get a symbol, we get an entry price. There's several other columns here with data, all very important, but relative to each individual trader. We can implement and take away certain columns if we go ahead and give a right click. We look at columns here. We've got an entire bank of columns to search through here on the right. On the left side are the columns that we've selected and displayed, and those are easily moved back and forth by clicking and moving left to right to enter them, or right to left back to put them in the bank. Important notes to highlight here with Holly. Every single Holly alert, again, is in real time. They will all have a stop price. And then Holly has a few different modes of managing those trades for different risk tolerances. The first we're going to highlight we call our moderate profit. And this essentially means that Holly has entered the trade, and the only two things that will take her out is a stop loss being hit. We can always see a stop loss again indicated on a chart, or here in the grid for the stop price. They do get hit on occasion. There's also the time stop on all the moderate trades, meaning that Holly will exit all moderate profit trades at the end of the day. We have our conservative view as well with Holly. Each exit reason, as you can see here in the exit column, those are going to all relate to conservative. So we get a timed exit. Some trades will have a timed exit. Others may have a profit target that can get hit. We get a profit save, which is essentially like a trailing stop, meaning that the trade is starting to reverse. We're not going to stick around any longer. We're going to take the money and run. There's also what we call a reduced risk down here, meaning the trade hasn't been working out. The algorithm does not think it's likely to work out. We're going to exit it before we hit that stop and reduce that risk on that. And of course, as we've mentioned a few times, there is the stop loss. The idea behind all of these is get you thinking about risk management and trade. There's no other software that makes you think about risk management in this sense, and any successful trader will tell you that is the most important part of trading is risk management. Without risk management, we're just taking a shot in the dark and gambling, and that's where Holly gives you that edge of risk management. Some other things to highlight here, we have the trading contest, right? And you may be wanting to use Holly in that trading contest. We can trade right off the chart. So I could take, one of these highlights here, and I could find a trade, and I could say, I want to be a part of that. And we could use pre-configured buttons to make that trade on the chart right here, and it'll populate some of our own reducing risks and stops, right? We can right click here and we could trade it through this here and configure different trading strategies through Brokerage Plus, which you will see and highlight in some other videos. Don't forget about our live support sessions where we can help you with configuring these kinds of items as well. I think it's also important to highlight we have a full Holly trading guide here. Let me bring that over. So trade-ideas.com/Holly guide. Then I'll give you this whole Holly guide here. It goes into everything that I've just gone over and quite a bit more. We need to see the different highlights and strategies here, different risk modes again, and a few different items that are very important to note here as far as Holly goes. The last thing I want to note here is a realistic look at Holly and some things to consider and highlight, right? I always love highlighting our max profit. So if we go here and we look at a max profit column here, we can see that quite a few of these trades got well up into the money during the day here. And a little bit of trading knowledge with a little bit of Holly equals a great human and machine combination. And so what I want to highlight here is, for example, our gold miners, GDX, right? We get an alert here and we move down. Unfortunately, there's a stop out, right? But maybe that alert's a little early in the day, because we can see that we come back through that entry signal with a great trade again. We come back under it and then even more back into that money there again. And so Holly makes not just for great real-time alerts, but a great watch list throughout the day as these things can get going and pull back and get going again. And if one wasn't good enough, but let's highlight again ALKT, something similar here again today. We get moving, we get up into that profit, we're sitting up into that profit nicely, And this is where that profit save comes in and is important. We start to pull back and we say, you know what? Maybe we've got the alpha out of this trade and it's time to exit that trade again. We can see we never come down close to that stop. We move back up over that price several times throughout the day, and so it gives a few different opportunities for us to get into this trade. Again, these are among the many ways to look at and dissect and use Holly.